we'll solve some MCQs based on chemical reactions and equations. So last class we have completed the in-text questions as well as the exercise questions. Okay, we have seen some fill in the blanks also. So now we'll solve some MCQs based on this. So try to answer these. Okay, so the first question, magnesium ribbon is rubbed before burning because it has a coating of A, basic magnesium carbonate, B, basic magnesium oxide, C, basic magnesium sulfide, and D, basic magnesium chloride. Yes. What is the answer? Magnesium ribbon. This was from activity. Option B. Okay, Shreya is saying option B. What about others? Option C. Okay. So magnesium rubber is rubbed before burning because it has a coating of, okay. So it has a coating of basic magnesium carbonate. Okay. So it is option A. So the answer is option A. Okay. So it has a basic coating of this what basic magnesium carbonate. So it is answer A. So the second question, which of the following statements about the given reactions are correct? So the reactions goes like this: 3Fe in solid state plus 4H2O in gaseous state, giving you Fe3O4S plus 4H2 gas. Okay. So the statements are iron metal is getting oxidized. In second, water is getting reduced. Third, water is acting as reducing agent. And fourth, water is acting as oxidizing agent. So you have to tell which among the out of the four statement they are correct. So there are four options. So just first see the equation. Okay, based on that, you can decide. Okay. Yes. You know what is oxidation, what is reduction. Okay, Saida is saying A, Nandish is saying B. Shreya, what about you? Fe, okay, Fe, here, what is the oxidation state of Fe? Here it is 0. Okay, the oxidation state of Fe is 0. What about water? Water, this is also 0. Okay, so hydrogen is +1, oxygen is -2. So from -2 oxygen, this is what? Okay, so iron is getting oxidized. So iron is getting iron metal is getting oxidized. So iron from 0, it is going to Fe3. Okay, so there is what you can see there. Is there any addition of oxygen? Here there is no addition here there is no oxygen. There is addition of oxygen. So iron metal is getting oxidized. So the first statement is correct, right? Because iron here there is no oxygen, but in this case you can see Fe3O4, right? There is addition of oxygen. So this is a correct statement. So that is iron metal is getting oxidized because addition of oxygen is what? Addition of oxygen is oxidation. So here you can say that iron metal is getting oxidized. Okay. Now water. Water. What you can see in terms of water here? Water. What is happening to water? There is oxygen in water here. Okay. See this between these two. There is what oxygen and there is no oxygen. So what is happening here? There is removal of oxygen. What do you mean by removal of oxygen? Removal of oxygen means it is reduction, right? So is water is getting reduced? Yes. So water is also getting reduced. Okay. Now water is acting as a reducing agent. What do you mean by reducing agent? It reduces others and itself undergoes oxidation. Okay, it reduces other and itself undergoes oxidation. So is water undergoing oxidation? What did I say? What do you mean by reducing agent? So reducing agent is one. Okay, you can write this. Reducing agent is one, which reduces other, which reduces other. Okay, other means what? Here, water, right? What they're saying, water is acting as a reducing agent. So what water should do? It should reduce Fe. Okay, it should reduce Fe and it which reduces other and itself undergo oxidation. Okay, so is water undergoing oxidation? Yes or no? Is water undergoing oxidation? What is this water undergoing? Water is undergoing reduction, right? Because there is removal of oxygen in your water. There is oxygen here. Here only H2 is there. So there is removal of oxygen. So it is undergoing reduction. So is water acting as a reducing agent? No. Okay, so water is not acting as a reducing agent. So the third statement is wrong statement. Then the fourth statement, water is acting as an oxidizing agent. Now, what is the role of oxidizing agent? Write these two definitions, very important. What is oxidizing agent? It oxidizes other, it oxidizes other and oxidizes other itself and itself undergoes reduction. Okay, and itself undergoes reduction. So now water, okay, water, what it is saying? Water is acting as an oxidizing agent. So it is oxidizing other. So is Fe undergoing oxidation? Yes. You can see Fe, there is no oxygen. Here there is oxygen. So Fe is undergoing oxidation and itself water is undergoing reduction. Is it right? So there is hydrogen here in the product. There is no hydrogen. So this is a correct statement. So which is the correct? First, second and fourth statements are correct. So first, second and fourth statement. So which among the following is correct? So you can see it is C. Okay, option C. Understood? Is it clear? Understood? All of you understood? What is oxidation? What is reduction? Right? Oxidation is what? Addition of oxygen or removal of oxygen. Okay. And what is reduction? Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Okay. So that is nothing but reduction. So here we have seen with terms of that and we have solved this. Okay. So we'll go for the next questions. Okay, so which of the following are exothermic processes? Okay, what do you mean by exothermic processes? What is happening? Heat is released or heat is evolved? Yes, heat is released or heat is evolved. What do you mean by exothermic processes? Heat is released or heat is absorbed, evolved. Heat is released. Okay, so whenever heat is released, then it is called as what? It is called as exothermic processes. So a reaction of water with quicklime, dilution of an acid. C, third one is evaporation of water, and fourth one is sublimation of camphor crystals. So these are four. So which among the four are examples or are undergoing exothermic processes? Which among the four? Okay, so here these are the four options. So which Sada has said it as option A. Nandish is saying as option B. Shreya, what about you? So the answer A is right. Okay, so the answer A is right. Answer A is right. So the reaction of water with quicklime. So quicklime, CaO with water, okay, giving you calcium hydroxide. So this is an example of what? It is an example of a exothermic process and dilution of an acid. So this is also an example of what? It is also example of exothermic reaction. Okay. So, so 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 are the examples of exothermic processes. Okay. So the option A is the right one. Option A is the right answer. Okay. So we'll go for the next one. So here, so these are the reactions. So the following reactions. So here what is happening in both the cases, what is happening? Heat is evolved. Okay. Heat is released. So because of this reason, sublimation of camphor. So camphor means camphor will be crystals. Okay. So these crystals of camphor, which is in solid state, directly it will go to gaseous state, means there will be produced of vapor. Okay, so they will directly produce vapor. So from solid to vapor, it will not show liquid state. So directly it is converted from solid to vapor state. So sublimation is nothing but directly the solid is converted into vapor state. Evaporation of water, you know, water evaporation, right? So water, when it is continuously boiled, okay, so there will be evaporation. So this is also what it is, heat is evolved here. So these two examples, so here heat is not released, it is evolved. So first two, that is reaction of water with quicklime and dilution of an acid. So these are two examples of exothermic processes. So option A is the right answer. Okay, so we'll go for the next one. Oxidation is a process which involves. So there are four options. A, addition of oxygen. B, addition of hydrogen. C, removal of oxygen. D, removal of hydrogen. Yes. What is oxidation? What is oxidation? Okay, Saida is saying it is option C. What about others? Shreya, option A. Nandish, option A. Okay. Who else is there? Yes. What about other? Rehan, huh? Rehan, you can answer. What is oxidation? So oxidation is nothing but it is the right answer. Okay. Oxidation is addition of oxygen. Okay, addition of oxygen is nothing but oxidation. Addition of oxygen is the proper this addition oxidation is a process which involves addition of oxygen. So this is the right answer. So we'll go for the next one. The process of reduction involves. Yes, the process of reduction involves. So A, addition of oxygen, B, addition of hydrogen, C, addition of removal of oxygen, and D, removal of hydrogen. Yes. What is the correct answer? Okay, so Shreya is saying as option B, Saida option A, then Nandish option D, Rehan is saying option A. So process of reduction is nothing but it is addition of hydrogen. Okay, addition of hydrogen is what it is. Addition of hydrogen is called as your reduction. Okay, addition of hydrogen is called as reduction. So option B. So Shreya, your answer is right. Option B is the right answer. Okay, so addition of hydrogen is called as the what it is called as reduction. So next question. So three beakers labeled as A, B, and C each containing 25 ml of water were taken. A small amount of NaOH, anhydrous copper sulfate, and NaCl were added to the beakers for A, B, and C respectively. So three beakers were taken, okay, which are containing 25 ml of water, and to this all three beakers, okay. In one beaker, NaOH was added. In another beaker, anhydrous. Anhydrous means there is no water contained in copper sulfate that was added. Then NaCl were added to the three beakers, that is A, B, and C. It was observed that there was an increase in the temperature of the solution contained in beakers A and B, whereas in case of beaker C, the temperature of the solution falls. Which one of the following statements are correct? Okay. In beaker A and B, it undergoes exothermic process has occurred. In beaker A and B, endothermic process has occurred. In beaker C, exothermic process has occurred. In beaker C, endothermic process has occurred. So out of these are the four options. Okay, these are the statements. The above are the statements. Okay, so which statements are right? Based on this, these are the options. From this, you have to tell me. Yes. See, three beakers are there. Okay, with 25 ml of water. And in each beaker, there were NaOH, anhydrous copper sulfate, and NaCl. So what was observed that in A and B, the temperature was raised. Okay. Whereas in beaker B, the temperature of the solution had fallen down. So what are these processes called as for A, B, and C? Nandish, option B. What about others? Yes. What about others? Saida is saying as option A. Shreya? Saida is saying as option A. What about others? Shreya? And Rehan. What is, first of all, what is exothermic process? What is endothermic process? That you need to know. Okay. What is exothermic process and what is endothermic process? Option A. Okay. Rehan is saying as option A. Now, Shreya, you are only left. Answer it. Okay. What is exothermic process? What is endothermic process? Who will answer this? What is exothermic and what is endothermic? In exothermic, heat is released. Okay. And endothermic, it is absorbed. Yes. Okay. So in exothermic, heat is released. Okay. And in endothermic, heat is absorbed from the surrounding. Okay. So this is correct. So respective A, B, what they have said, that the temperature has been raised, there is increase in the temperature. And whereas in the beaker C, there is fall in the temperature. So it is of the statement one, that is in beaker A and B, exothermic processes occurred. So this statement is right, because when there is increase in temperature, that means heat is, that means heat is released. Okay. That means heat is released. So that means heat is released. So as heat is released, so the temperature has been raised. Okay. So statement one is right. Then in beaker A and B, endothermic processes occurred. No. Okay. Because in beaker A and B, what is happening? Exothermic processes occurred. Why? Because there is increase in the temperature. Okay. Then what about the third one, third statement? In beaker C, exothermic processes occurred. Okay. In beaker C, exothermic processes occurred. What they have said, in case of beaker C, the temperature of the solution falls. Okay. What is happening? The heat has been absorbed by the surrounding. Okay. That means this is not correct. The statement 4, that is in beaker C, endothermic processes occurred. So what do you mean by endothermic process? The heat is absorbed from the surrounding. That means what will happen to the temperature? Temperature of the solution will fall down. Okay, so 1 and 4th statement is right. So option C is right. Option C is right. That is 1 and 4. Okay, we'll see who has answered it right. Option C. No one. Okay, so it is option C. First and fourth statements are right. Understood? Are these questions clear? Yes. Are these questions clear? We'll move further. Yes. Okay, fine. So the next question is, give the ratio in which hydrogen and water are present in water by volume. So what is the formula, molecular formula of water? What is the ratio? What you can say, how you can say the ratio? These are the options. A is 1:2, B is 1:1, C 2:1, and D is 1:8. Yes. What is the molecular formula of water and what is the ratio present of hydrogen and oxygen to make up the water molecule? Yes, answer this. Very easy question. option B. Yes, what about others? What is the formula of water? Water formula is saying as option A. Hydrogen and oxygen in water. What is the volume? It will be H2O. Okay. So what is hydrogen present as? Hydrogen is present in 2 volumes and oxygen is present in 1 volume. So it is found that the ratio of volumes of hydrogen and oxygen obtained is what? It is 2:1. So option C. Okay, what is the formula? Give the ratio in which hydrogen and oxygen are present in water by volume. So it is H2O, right? H2O is the molecular formula, how it is formed. So hydrogen's 2 volumes of hydrogen and 1 volume of oxygen combines to give you water. So it is 2:1. So option C is the right answer. So option C is the right answer. Okay, so we'll go for the next one. Which among the following statements are true? Okay, exposure of silver chloride to sunlight for a long duration turns gray due to. Okay, the first statement is the formation of silver by decomposition of silver chloride. Second one, sublimation of silver chloride. Then third one, decomposition of chlorine gas from silver chloride. And fourth one, oxidation of silver chloride. So these are the options. Which are the following statements true? A, 1 only, B, 1 and 3, C, 2 and 3, D is 4 only. Yes. Shraddha is saying option B. What about others? Nandish, option D. Rehan, option C. Yes. Shreya? Okay, so what will happen here? So they are saying that the formation of, so we'll see the statement, the formation of this what? Formation of Ag silver by decomposition of silver chloride. Okay, they are saying, so this is the exposure of silver chloride to sunlight for a long duration. It turns gray due to the formation of silver by decomposition of silver chloride. So what is happening? Silver chloride, that is AgCl, will decompose in the presence of sunlight. Okay, to give you 2Ag plus Cl2. So this Ag will be solid, this will be gaseous state. So in the presence of, so this is a correct statement. Okay, so what will happen? So AgCl, what will happen? AgCl, if you, so which is a solid, that is silver chloride, when you are exposing it to sunlight, it will decompose. Decomposition reaction means what? It will split into products. Okay, so split into 2 or more products. So here 2Ag plus Cl2. So Ag is solid, so this turns it into gray. So first statement is correct. Then sublimation of silver chloride. No, sublimation means what? Directly AgCl is converted to gaseous state. No. Okay, Ag is converted to solid and here chlorine is gaseous in state. So it is not converted. So the second statement is wrong. Then the third statement is decomposition of chlorine gas from silver chloride. So you can see after AgCl undergoing a decomposition reaction, you guessed what? You get a chlorine gas. So this is also correct. Third statement, oxidation of silver chlorides. So oxidation of silver chloride. So oxygen is not undergoing oxidation. You can see, okay, it is what? It is undergoing reduction. Okay, it is undergoing reduction. So this is also wrong. So option 1 and 3 are right. So that is option number B. Okay, option number B is right. So who had answered it as option number B? Okay, Saida's answer is right. Okay, so it is option number B. So the formation of silver by decomposition of silver chloride and decomposition of chlorine gas from silver chloride. So these two statements are true, while the other two statements are false. Okay, so first and third are the correct statements. Okay, so we'll go for the next question. MnO2 plus 4 HCl, okay, gives you this. Gives you 2H2O plus Cl2. What is this? Okay, identify the substance which is oxidized in the above equation. So what is happening here? Which among the following will get oxidized? So this is MnCl2. Okay, here it is MnCl2. The product which is obtained here is MnCl2. So MnCl2 plus 2H2O plus Cl2. So among this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, you have to tell which among the following substance is getting oxidized. So Saida's answer is A. What about others? So A is MnCl2, okay, B is HCl, hydrochloric acid, C is water, and D is MnO2. Yes? Saida is saying as option number A. What about others? So what is oxidation? See here, Mn, there is oxygen is present here. Here you can see there is no oxygen. So MnO2 is undergoing what? MnO2 is undergoing loss of oxidation. Okay, so there is no oxygen. So it is undergoing reduction. So MnO2 is getting reduced to MnCl2 and HCl. What is happening to HCl? HCl is oxidizing to, so HCl is getting oxidized to Cl2. So it is getting oxidized to Cl2 because you can see here there is addition of oxygen here, right? It is getting oxidized. So this is oxidation. Okay. So the oxidation, so what is getting oxidized? MnO2. So MnO2 is getting, so MnCl2 to MnO2. Okay, the identify the substance in the above equation which is getting oxidized. So it is what? MnO2 giving you MnCl2. So this is a reduction. MnCl2 giving you MnO2 is what? It is oxidation, right? So it is D. Option D is the right answer. So in this reaction, what is happening? MnO2 is getting reduced to MnCl2 while your HCl is getting oxidized. So this will be MnO2. Okay, so MnO2 is the correct answer. So we'll go for the next question. Substance X is used in whitewashing and is obtained by heating limestone in the absence of air. Identify X. What is it? So substance X is there. So when you heat it, okay, heat it. So limestone, what is limestone? CaCO3. So CaCO3 is limestone. So what they're saying, a substance X is used in whitewashing. So a substance X which is used in whitewashing is obtained how? By heating limestone in the absence of air. Okay, there is no air. So what you yield after heating this, you'll get CaO plus CO2. Okay, so this is called as quicklime. So this is called as what? It is called as quicklime. Now, what is happening? This quicklime CaO, when it is treated with water, okay, and you heat it, you get what? Calcium hydroxide. Okay, calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide, if you treat it with chlorine gas, you get, and you heat it, you get bleaching powder, that is CaOCl2 plus H2O. So this is called as what? It is called as bleaching powder. Okay, so the whitewashing powder which is used here, what is the, identify the X? Option D. Option D, limestone. Limestone, no, not limestone. Okay, because limestone only we are heating. So after heating limestone, we are going to get the compound this, right? What you are obtaining, see here, CaCO3, when you heat it, what you are obtaining here? It is CaO, that is calcium oxide. It is option C. Okay, option C. I have written the equation, right? Option C. You can see here clearly, that is limestone. Limestone is what? Limestone is CaCO3. Okay, limestone is CaCO3. So when you heat CaCO3, what they have said, that a substance X is obtained, okay, which is used in whitewashing. And how it is obtained? When you are heating the limestone in the absence of air. So limestone is CaCO3. So when you heat this in the absence of air, you get CaO, and CaO is nothing but it is your product X, and this is used in whitewashing. Okay, so option C is the right answer. When Ag is exposed to air, it gets black coating of A, AgNO3, B, Ag2S, C, Ag2O, and D, Ag2CO3. Yes, when Ag, okay, silver, when silver is exposed to air, it gets a black coating of, how does it gets a black coating? Okay, option Saida is saying option C, Nandish is saying option A. What about others? Shreya, Rehan, Rehan is saying option A. Yes. So this Ag, okay, whenever your silver, it is exposed to air, it reacts with the hydrogen sulfide, which is present in the atmosphere. That is hydrogen sulfide gas, that is H2S gas, that is present in the air, and it forms a black coating of what? It is called as Ag2S. Okay, so silver sulfide. Silver sulfide is insoluble in all the solvents. So this is obtained. How? By, because in air what is present? H2S is present. That is hydrogen sulfide is present. So thus this hydrogen sulfide, it reacts with AgS to give you silver sulfide. Okay, so the black coating which is formed on the silver. It is due to Ag2S, that is silver sulfide. Understood? Okay. So next question, which of the following is an endothermic process? A, dilution of sulfuric acid. B, sublimation of dry ice. C, condensation of water vapors. D, respiration in human beings. So which of the following is an example of endothermic process? Option D, option A. Yes, others? What about others? Option D. Rehan is saying option D. So the answer here is option B. Okay, the answer here is option B. Why it is option B? That is sublimation of dry ice, dilution of sulfuric acid. Okay, strong acid, that is strong concentrated sulfuric acid. When you add water to this, it is an exothermic process. Okay, it is an exothermic process. Then condensation of water vapors is also exothermic process. Then respiration in human beings. Respiration, when you take in oxygen and when you give out oxygen, what you can feel if you touch the nose. Okay, just keep a hand below your nose, you can feel there is heat, right? So there is a release of heat. Heat is nothing but what? It is exothermic process. There is release of heat, right? So this is also example of exothermic process. So sublimation of dry ice, that is, it is a sublimation means what? From solid, it is directly converting it to gaseous. Okay, it is directly converted into gaseous. It will not go intermediate liquid state. So this requires when solid is, it wants to be directly converted to gas. Okay, so it requires an additional reaction, and this additional energy is provided from the surroundings, right? From the surrounding, the heat is absorbed, and thus it will undergo a endothermic process. So it is sublimation of dry ice, because to convert solid to gas without undergoing the intermediate liquid, it requires more amount of energy. So this more amount of energy is provided from the surrounding. From the surrounding, thus the energy is absorbed here. Energy is absorbed, and thus it is an endothermic process. While the other examples, what we are seeing, it is example of exothermic process. Okay. Heat is evolved there. Heat is evolved there. So it is an exothermic process. So next question, in the double displacement reaction between aqueous potassium iodide and aqueous lead nitrate, a yellow precipitate of lead iodide is formed. While performing the activity, if lead nitrate is not available, which of the following can be used in place of lead nitrate? A, lead sulfate insoluble. B, lead acetate. Then C, ammonium nitrate. D, potassium sulfate. Yes. So in the double displacement reaction between potassium iodide and lead nitrate. Okay, so this reaction we have seen in exercise. So while performing the activity, if lead nitrate is not there, then you can make use of lead acetate. Okay, option B. Yes, option B is the right one. Option B is the right answer. Lead acetate can be used here. So in the double displacement reaction, if lead nitrate is not there, you can use lead acetate. Okay. Then the next question, what type of chemical reaction takes place when electricity is passed through water? What type of reaction takes place when electricity is passed through water? A, displacement reaction. B, combination reaction. C, decomposition reaction. And D, double displacement reactions. Yes. If the electricity is passed to water, okay, water will break into what? Yes, Saida, answer is right. It is decomposition reaction. Okay, so water H2O, if you pass electricity or current, what will happen? Water, it will split into 2H2 gas plus O2, right? So one product or one reactant, it splits into two or more products. So this is an example of what? It is a decomposition reaction. So when one component, it splits or it breaks down into two or more products and it is called as decomposition reaction. So answer C is the right answer. Select the oxidizing reagent among the following. So H2S plus H2 giving you, okay, giving you 2Hi plus S. So which is the oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent, what is the role? Oxidizes other and itself undergoes reduction. Okay, itself undergoes reduction. So which is our oxidizing agent? Itself undergoes reduction. It oxidizes other and itself undergoes reduction. Okay. Option B. So the answer is A. Okay, I2. I2, it what is done? It is an oxidizing agent. Okay, I2. Iodine is an oxidizing agent. It oxidizes other and itself undergoes reduction. So this is the I2. Now the next question. A substance which is added to food containing fats and oil is called as A, oxidant, B, rancid, C, coolant, and D, antioxidant. What it is called as? A substance which is added to food containing fats and oils. For example, your chips packet, okay, to store the validity of chips, okay, so that they should not become spoil. They add some substance, okay, so that the food, it should remain for a longer time. What it is called? Which is the substance? What is the name called as? Yes, what is the name? It is antioxidant. Okay. Option D. Yes, Nandish answer is right. It is antioxidant. It is called as antioxidant. Which of the following gases can be used for storage? Okay, which of the following gases can be used for storage? A, carbon dioxide or oxygen, B, nitrogen or oxygen, C, carbon dioxide or helium, and D, helium or nitrogen. For storage, okay. So for chips pack and all, they use helium and nitrogen, okay, helium and nitrogen. So these gases can be used for storage for a longer they use helium and nitrogen. Then the next one, next question. Name the products formed when iron fillings are heated with dilute hydrochloric acid. So the reaction goes like this. Iron fillings Fe plus, when it is heated with 6 HCl, okay, it forms what? 2 FeCl3. So what is the name of this 2 FeCl3? It is what? It is called as? It is called as ferric chloride. Okay, ferric chloride is obtained. Ferric chloride and hydrogen is obtained. So it is option D. Option D. So when iron fillings are heated with dilute hydrochloric acid, 2FeCl3, okay, plus H2 is obtained. So it is iron chloride and hydrogen gas. Okay. Two more questions. The condition produced by aerial oxidation of fats and oils in foods marked by unpleasant smell and taste is A, antioxidation, B, reduction, C, rancidity, and D, corrosion. So if you, okay, So if the condition produced by aerial oxidation of fats in foods, when it produces, if you don't put antioxidant in the foods, okay, for a long for the storage, okay, so if it smells unpleasant, so if the it is due to rancidity. So the option C, rancidity. Okay. Now Pb plus CuCl2 giving you PbCl2 plus Cu. So this is what? This is a type of, it is a displacement reaction. Okay, it is a displacement reaction. So these were some of the MCQs questions based on chemical reactions and equation. So I hope this is clear. So we have completed the chapter, okay, chemical reactions and equations. So from the next class, I'll be starting with the next chapter, that is acid, bases and salts. So please read once. Okay, just go through the lesson. So next time it will be more easier for us. Okay, so I think I'll stop the class here. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, or I'll just end the session. Any doubts?